are your dreams? If you're thinking about reinventing yourself, you probably have one or two, but how about 100 dreams? I want to help you find those in this video. How's it going, Reinventors? My name is Amelia Sims. This is Reinventing You, where you can be inspired to take your own reinventing journey so that you can live a life of joy, fulfillment, and purpose. I post twice a week, and in this video, I want to help you discover your top 100 dreams. When I say, do you have dreams, what I mean are, what are the things that you want to accomplish? Big things, little things. They don't have to be bucket list type of items. They can be things that you wish you could do this very week. And I want to help you to figure out what those are and at least get the top 100 down on paper. I'm a retired pastor and I've helped people to dream big dreams. One of the things I did as a pastor was help people to know what their spiritual gifts were. And one of the parts of knowing your spiritual gifts is knowing what you're passionate about. Because I believe we're all part of a bigger picture and we all have a part to play. We all are passionate about, or we all care about certain things in our lives. And those can be something big or they can be small things as well. And I love to help people figure out what their passions are. What are your dreams? If you could sit down and just write out 100 of your dreams, what would you say? And would you be able to do that? In this previous video, which show up right up here, I talk about what we use in our 168 hours. And part of the book by Laura Vanderkam was that we needed to figure out what our top 100 dreams were. And one of the things she said, our dreams can be big things, little things, things that we want to accomplish in our life. And I said, oh, well, that's really easy. I can sit down and I can get 100 things really quickly. And so I did. And what I discovered is when I wrote 100 things, in some places it was more like a to-do list than an actually dream list. So I know I need to go back and make some changes. And I thought that maybe if I also helped you to figure out and discover your top 100 dreams, it would be helpful for you and inspire you to maybe do make some changes in your life. I'm going to let you know some of the things that you can do, some of the kind of leading questions that will help you discover your 100 dream list. Now I have a list here to my, I guess it's my right, your left. My left, your right. Also, in the comments below, if you go down to my comment, I have pinned there this same list so that will help you out as well. And I would love it in the comments below that if you would put in some of your dreams or some of the things that came to mind, or maybe even one of the questions that were helpful for you. So these are leading questions. I've got about 20 questions or statements that can help you to sit down and write your 100 dream list. You can do this like I did it. I took a notebook and I simply wrote 1 to 100, or you could take a piece of paper and do the same thing. Whiteboard, whatever works for you. Even if you put it on your phone, that would be great as well. And then once we have this list, I'm gonna let you know what you need to do with it. The first thing when you're making your 100 dream list, I want you to think about what is on your bucket list. That is, what are the things that you want to accomplish before you die? I guess that's sometimes a question people don't like to think about, but you probably have something like, for me, on my list, I would love to cruise the Panama Canal, the whole thing. In order to get there, first of all, I've got to figure out, what kind of itinerary, what kind of ship, what are the things I'll be looking for. And the second thing is, how am I going to pay for it? I think right now I have the time, but how are you going to pay for it? So when you have your bucket list, these are the things that I want to accomplish. These are the things I want to do before I die. And then I want you to break those down. So you might have your number one thing, maybe you have your top thing. I want to go skydiving. Well, what do you have to do in order to go skydiving? Do you have to have training? Do you have to have somebody with you? Do you have to have, do you have to find an airport where they offer that? That can also be on your dream list. It can be a practical thing. It doesn't have to be this esoteric kind of things. So you could say, I want to do skydiving. And the second thing can be, I want to find a place where I can go skydiving. Whatever you need to do to make that dream a reality, include that in your list of 100 dreams. Another thing, and one of my really good friends put this on Facebook recently, and I love this question, is what is something you've always wanted to learn how to do? I have always wanted to learn how to make stained glass. Now, I don't see myself becoming a glass blower or a welder, but I know those are things you have to learn in order to design stained glass or make stained glass. And that's something I would like to do. So I could put on my list, number 5 would be learn how to make stained glass. And then under that would be find a class of making stained glass. Or I might say, learn how to weld or how to, use a blowtorch. Some of those things could go on your list as well. So think about something that you want to do. It might be a hobby that you've always wanted to try out. If you love to do puzzles, say, I would love to solve a puzzle of 2,000 pieces. That could be on your dream list. Another thing on your dream list that I think would be helpful to think about is where do you want to go? Well, where is some place you have never been and you want to go that is local? Now, here's the thing is a lot of times we'll think like my dream of going to the Panama Canal. That's kind of a far away place. How about someplace local? Maybe someplace historical or someplace entertainment-wise. Maybe it's a Hall of Fame of some sport. So put that on your dream list. Think of 3 or 4 places locally that you have never been that you would like to go. Also on your 100 dream list, if you are really brave and daring, like if you had no fear, what is something that you would like to try? It could be spelunking. It could be bungee jumping. It could be running a 5K. Think of something that you would love to do. Put it on your list. How about this one? What about foods or beverages that you would like to try? Maybe you need to find a tasting or a cooking class or something that would help you to do that. One of the things that I would always love to learn how to do would be how to roll sushi. Have you ever gone to purchase sushi or a California roll and you see the guys taking those bamboo things and kind of, making the sushi into the little rolls or whatever? That's something that I would love to try. Something like that. I want to do this, but here's what I need to find a class or other people to do it with me so that I can accomplish my dream. How about entertainment? Is there some artist that you would love to go hear or see? Is there some band, an opera, a movie, a Broadway play, or maybe you just want to go to Broadway and see a couple of plays? Put that on your list and also figure out, what are the one, maybe I want to go to Broadway and see some plays. Here are some companies that have specials where you can go to New York City and go to Broadway. Here's what's playing. Put those on your list. Make them doable steps from everything from who's offering it to what's available to how much it costs and how you can pay for it. All of that on your dream list. I know you're just riding along, and sometimes if you start a dream list, you start making your list, things will come easier. You'll think of things as you go. But here's one that can help get you started or help continue on your dream list. What people would you love to meet? Maybe they're famous or maybe friends of friends. How would you go about trying to meet different people? Put that on your dream list. I love this one, and it kind of comes into 3 parts. So the first one to get you thinking is, if I had all the time in the world, I would fill in that blank. The next one is, if I had all of the time and money in the world, I would, and fill in that blank. And another one is, if I had all the time, money, and ability, I would blank. Now think of those 3 things you did. What are some of the steps you could have to make any of those come true? Answer this question or fill in the blank. My dream has always been to, what is it? What is your dream that you've always wanted to accomplish? I wish my family and I could blank. It might be have dinner together and have a pleasant conversation. But whatever it is, what is your dream? I love this one. I would do this one with my college friends. I would like to go with my friends and do this. Like for my college friends, I would love us to go and do a wine tour, like go to California or France. What would you do to make that happen? Like for instance, I've taken wine tasting classes, so I wouldn't need that. But if that's something your dream, you might want to go to a few wine tasting classes so you know what you're doing, or at least you don't look totally ignorant. Or you might get together with your friends and say, hey, let's plan this. Or you might, on your list, a dream list, you might say, in order to accomplish this, I've got to get the money, I've got to make plans, I've get together with my friends. I hope this will inspire you to create more on your list of 100 dreams. Right now, I would rather be blank. In other words, if you could pick a bumper sticker, like have you ever seen it on the car? I would rather be skiing or kayaking or whatever. So right now, what would you rather be doing? Right now, if you're not watching this or you're making a list, what would you rather be doing? Put that on your list of 100 dreams. If I had my way, my life would include blank. How could you go about accomplishing that? Add that to your list of 100 dreams. Here's one, and it's not an accomplishment. Well, I guess it's sort of, a lot of these are sort of like things you're going to do. What about something you're going to stop doing? I would like to give up, could be chocolate, coffee, smoking, you name it. And then underneath, how can you go about accomplishing that? I would like to start blank. Maybe you're going to give up smoking and start exercising instead. That's what you need to add to your 100 dream list. Think about one item in your house that's collecting dust and how you would go about using it. It could be your Bible, it could be a guitar, it could be some kind of cooking utensils. What is it in your house? Something that is collecting dust because you say, oh, I don't have time to learn how to use that. Whatever you need to do, add that to your list. Okay, by now you should have a list of 100 dreams. Now that means that you have things that you want to do or accomplish or, add to your life in some way or fashion, and you also have some actionable, doable steps to accomplish those things. Whether it's learning the new skill, whether it's finding time, whether it's finding the money to do what you would like to do. I hope this has been helpful. If you have liked this video, please give me a thumbs up so that I will know to make more videos like this one. If you want to know more about finding your purpose in life, then check out this video. If you want to know more about how Swedish death cleaning is related to reinventing yourself, check out this video up here. Have a great one.